Welcome to lesson 31 of our C programming course. And in this video, we are going to discuss the last set of operators in C, which is increment and decrement operators. So these concepts are a bit tricky to understand. So we suggest you to watch this video multiple times so that you can have better understanding of these concepts. These concepts play a very important role in the placement interviews because these concepts will let the interviewer to confuse the students. The students can be easily confused by these concepts. And if the students were able to answer the questions correctly, the interviewer will come to a conclusion that the understanding, the way the student learns the concept is very deep. So the importance of this concept is very high. And let's try to understand this concept very slowly. So we will teach this concept very slowly. Let's get started. So the concept is increment and decrement operators. So there are two operators. So this is a plus plus is the symbol that is used as an increment operator, and minus minus is the symbol which is used for decrement operator. What exactly are these operators? So whenever an increment operator used, so these operators are used along with the variables. So So whenever an increment operator is used, plus plus is used along with a variable, what happens? It is very simple. So what happens is the value of x will get changed by 1. So this is the shorthand method for this expression. So the expression x is equal to x plus 1. This is the enhanced version of x plus plus. Similarly, the decrement, the value of x will be decremented by 1. So the enhanced version is x is equal to x minus 1, means the value of x will be decremented by 1 and that value will get assigned to x. Try to understand that. The value will get decremented and that decremented value will be assigned to the value of x, means the value of x will be changed, will get decremented by 1. So that is what the use of this increment and decrement operators. So far, the concept is very simple. Okay, so what we will do is, before going deep into this concept, for example, if the value of x is equal to 5. Now what happens with this operation x plus plus? So if this is getting executed, so this is how we are going to use the increment operator in programs. Whenever this will get executed, for example, if this gets executed, what is the new value of x? The new value of x will become 6. And what about this x? If the value of x is 5, what about this statement? So after the execution of this statement, the value of x will become 4. Okay. So far, this is very simple. This looks very simple. But the use of these operators, in what way we are using these operators, that makes this concept very complex. So what does that mean? What does that mean is, whether you are using this operator before the variable or you are using this operator after the variable, that makes the difference. That makes the difference. So what I mean to say is, so see here, x plus plus means we are using this operator after the variable. And if we use it plus plus x, so both of these operations are possible, both of these are legal. So if you use the increment operator after the variable, it is called as post-increment. And if you use these operators before the variable, it is called as pre-increment. Similarly, the decrement operator. If you are going to use it after the variable, it is called as post-decrement. And if you use it before the value of x, it is called as pre-decrement. So these concepts will confuse the students, and understanding these concepts is very, very important. Okay, so let's try to understand the concept of post and pre by using the increment operator, and the same logic will be followed for the decrement operator. So let's see this. So the example that I have taken is, so this is what we call it as a pre-increment. Okay, now what does pre-increment means? Whenever a pre-increment operator is used, what is the logic behind that operation? So that is change and then use. Once again, change and then use. Means the value of the variable will get changed first and the changed value will be used. Okay, let's try to understand this concept by using an example. Here we are having two statements. Int x is equal to 5, means the value of x is 5, and the next statement is y is equal to plus x. Now after executing these two statements, what is the value of x and y? So that is very important. So now here what it is stating, plus x means change and then use, means the value of x will get changed. So what is plus x means x is equal to x plus 1. Now what is the new value that we are going to get out of this expression? So out of this expression, as it is stating that it is pre-increment, change it first. So it is getting changed. So what it is going to be is, it is going to be 6. So we have changed it. Now you are going to use it. Means this value now will get assigned to y. Now what is the value of y now? The value of y will be 6. So after executing this statement, the final value of x and y. So the value of x is equal to 6. The value of x is 6 and also the value of y is 6. So try to understand this. First change the value and then use it. So you will get complete clarity after understanding this post-increment. So the post-increment is whenever the operator, increment operator is used after the value of x, it is called as post-increment. Now what does that logically mean? Logically means that use and then change. First use the value. First use the value. After using the value, then only you change it. Try to grab this. First use it and then change it. Now I have taken the same example. Here int x is equal to 5. Okay, the value of x is 5. Now what happens with this? First what it is stating is, first use the value of x. Means don't just increment this. First use it. Means the value of x is 5. We are going to use only the value of x. We are not changing it. Now once this entire statement gets executed, after that the increment happens. Try to grab this point. Once you use the value of x, first use the value of x. On that do the entire operation. After that complete operation, then only you increment the value of x. Okay. So now what happens is, now the value of after the execution of this statement, what is the value of x and y? So the value of y is equal to 5 and the value of x is equal to, means after the execution of this, first the value of x will get assigned to y. So the value of y becomes 5 and now the value of x will be, it will get incremented by 1. Now the value of x will be 6. So that is what we call it as post-increment. Okay. So try to understand this concept, because there is a lot of scope for you to get confused and there is a lot of scope for you to, the interviewer will make you confused by these concepts. Anyways, we are going to solve lots and lots of problems on this concept in our later coming videos. So at this point of time, all you need to digest, the very important concept is this phrase. So pre-increment means change and then use. Post-increment means use and then change. Okay. So take one or two examples on your own and try to understand these concepts. Okay. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we will solve another programming assignment where we are going to solve lots of problems on these concepts. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.